moving out the same way as we come in. The primary students will be going first, followed by the intermediate, and then the junior high students. And then we will be back in the gym again here.
Was terribly frightened, but he thanked me and asked me if that poor dear lady he ran off the road was all right.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. A bit disheveled, but nothing broken. The dear boy wasn't hurt, was he?
No. I think these are the last of your things, so I guess I'll be on my way.
Where does your way take you, soldier?
To the palace. Here.
By order of King Ernest the Magnificent, be it known to all my subjects that the man who can discover where the royal princesses dance their shoes to pieces every night shall have for his reward the hand of one of said princesses in marriage, and the revenues of half the kingdom. He shall also be made my true son and heir, to rule my place after I am dead. All are eligible, regardless of birth or station, but let it also be known that he who fails after one night's watch to discover said whereabouts of said princesses shall have his head stricken from his shoulders. Supper and breakfast will be provided. Well, so you have to try and win yourself a royal bride and half a kingdom?
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
You see, I'm not the brave and daring type.
Oh, I see. But I might be able to help you. I'm a witch.
A witch?
Now you stay right where you are. That's right, a witch. Of course, I'm a bit low in supplies. Not much demand nowadays. And I never really was a powerful witch. But I might have something you could use.
What kinds of things do you have?
Oh, nothing big. Mostly trinkets. The purple pine feathers are full of smoke powder. See? Then there are yellow yapums. Terrific bang, huh?
Terrific. How
about a green gizzard slip? Toss one up in the air, It makes the skies light as day.
But it is day.
Oh, so it is. Well, how about a black bobolink? Toss one down the ground, it makes the earth as dark as night.
I don't think so. Thanks anyway. Don't you have anything in those pockets that could make me brave?
Oh dear, I'm afraid not. That's not the kind of thing people usually ask for.
That's all right. I didn't really...
Wait just a moment. I might have something for you after all. I'd almost forgotten I'd had it. Isn't it magnificent? Here, let me show you. It will make you invisible to all but plain, ordinary people.
Hey, where'd you go?
I'm right here, silly.
How'd you do that?
With this invisible cloak, of course.
Will it make me brave?
No, but it will hide your cowardice, which might do just as nicely. Here, try it on.
How do I look?
Perfect. I can't see a thing.
I don't know.
Why not? With that, you can follow the princesses everywhere. They'll never suspect you're there.
I'll do it.
That's the spirit.
What can I ever do to thank you?
Well, for one thing, you could call me Aunt Face.
Instead of grandmother?
And I certainly can't call you a scoundrel anymore, can I? What's your name?
You really want to know?
Of course.
Well, it's Noble.
Noble?
Noble.
Well, Noble is a bad name.
It's not a good name for an out-of-work soldier who's trying to be brave.
True, but it's a very good name for a young man who's going to marry a princess and wear a crown. So you'll be much better off if you hurry along to the palace.
Aunt Faith, thanks. Goodbye.
Bye, Noble. Good luck. Naturally, I become curious. So I have the royal shoemaker make another 12 pair. The next morning, I go. All danced to pieces. Still, they tell me nothing. Then suddenly I get an idea. I'll send out a proclamation declaring that whoever can discover where my daughters dance at night can marry one of them. A brilliant idea. It should have worked. And if the royal princesses weren't so royal pig-headed, it would have worked. That blasted proclamation is tacked upon every tree in the kingdom. Don't you see, Molly? You can't back out now.
But sire, half the princes and lords in the kingdom have already tried to discover where the royal princesses dance, and they now lie buried in the palace gardens. We've had to provide supper and breakfast for every last one of them, and all for nothing. You might as well give up.
Sire, someone's come in answer to the proclamation.
Good. Bring him in. See, Molly, another lieutenant. This might just be the one.
Your Majesty had a feeling about the last one.
Paige, why haven't you gone to fetch the man?
Sire, I thought you might want to know. He's a common soldier, a very ragged, dirty soldier.
My word, who let him into the palace? I'll have him thrown out on him.
But, sire, your Majesty's proclamation expressly states that anyone may contend, regardless of birth or station.
But what if he should succeed? A common soldier marry one of my daughters and inherit my crown? It's unthinkable. Paige, go at once.
Paige, come back here. Be reasonable. You can't hardly afford to send anyone away. As you said, this could be this very man.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of. Paige, go at once.
Paige, come back here. An interesting thought had just come into my head. Consider for a moment, none of the royal princesses would once marry a common soldier. True. True. Once they see that you're decking them without a soldier tribe, I'll bet they'll put an end to this nonsense.
Molly, I believe you've hit upon something. One dirty soldier might do more to impress my daughters than anything you or I could think up. We'll try it. Now, where's that page?
Here, sire.
Well, what are you waiting for? Bring in the soldier.
His Majesty King Ernest the Magnificent and His Excellency Prime Minister Alfred Gloom.
So, soldier, you'd have a try at finding out where my daughters dance at night?
Yes, sire.
And do you think that you could succeed where so many princes and lords have failed?
I can only try, sire.
I can't go through with it, Molly.
But sire, you must.
He's simply covered with mud. Well, yes. Paige, show this young man where he can wash his, face. I do hope this works, Molly. Summon the royal princesses. The Princess Jeanette Sylvia Evelyn. The Princess Christine Juliet Rebecca. The Princess Melinda Ernestine Felice. The Princess Laura Ingrid Gwendolyn. The Princess Nina Madeline Isabel. The Princess Catherine Teresa Darlene. The Princess Angela Michelle Roslyn. The Princesses Elizabeth Beverly Cornelia and Alyssa Bernadette Celeste. The Princess Marguerite Cecilia Anne. The Princess Amy Victoria Eleanor. evening, daughters.
Good evening, Papa.
You all had a good night's rest, I trust. Oh, but that's not the subject we talk about with our father anymore. Just ignore me. I know when I'm not loved.
But we do love you, Papa. Truly, we do.
Daughters who truly love their father wouldn't keep secrets from him.
A father who truly loved his daughters wouldn't ask them to break their word.
I see. We're still at war. Very well, then. I thought there could possibly be another man who would be foolish enough to risk his life trying to find out where it is you scamp run off to every night. Well, there is one. You think it's funny? Funny that another idiot wants to dive the chance to marry one of you? Well, we'll see how funny it is. Paige, bring in the man.
Oh, no. He's so dirty.
Soldier, you're sure you want to do this?
Yes, sire.
Well then, meet the opposition. My daughters.
Most gracious princesses, I am happy to. Have I done something funny?
You haven't been to court often, have you, Sir Soldier? Your clothes, Sir Soldier, they're so quaint.
Is that the fashionable color, mud brown? And is that the fashionable cut, large and roomy? Sisters, we must all have the country cut shirt. So becoming.
Just the thing for the wife of our future king.
Which of us will you choose for your bride, Sir Soldier? No answer? Sisters, I don't think this country gentleman likes us. Don't you think we're pretty, Sir Soldier? Are the country girls prettier than we are?
Perhaps our future king isn't looking for a wife who's just pretty. Shall we see who has the strongest back for carrying water from the well?
Or the strongest hands for milking? Or the strongest stomach for slaughtering the pigs?
Enough! Go on to supper and stop chewing on this poor fellow. Soldier, will you do me the honor of escorting my eldest?
But Papa,
Go on, not one more nasty word. No, Molly, I almost hope he does find them out. Serve them right. Wish us luck.
I do, Your Majesty.
Pages, see the Prime Minister safely home. Guards, be outside the Prince's bedroom door at 9 o'clock sharp.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Papa, how was my youngest today? Are you happy?
Yes, Papa. Every day you ask me, are you happy? I am perfectly, indisputably, absolutely fine.
You're also perfectly, indisputably, absolutely filthy. Come here. What have you done to this dress?
Nothing.
Wasn't there some sort of something around here?
Sequins. I took them off.
Why?
Because they caught on things.
Things?
Well, trees.
What were you doing climbing trees in that dress?
You wouldn't have wanted me climbing them without it, would you?
Your sisters are all fine ladies, and you're out climbing trees?
I'll be a fine lady someday. Only not quite yet, all right?
Well, you don't have to grow up by tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, what do you want for your birthday?
My birthday?
Did you think I'd forget?
Papa, there is a little garden by the north gate.
A garden near the run of the palace grounds.
This was a special garden, hidden and quiet. I used to go there to be by myself, to read, or even just to daydream.
Then you shall have it. I'll have a fence put up with a gate, a silver lock, and a silver key.
Not now, Papa. I don't want to go there again. The garden is full of graves. brave princes who have failed to find out where we dance tonight. Papa, for my birthday present, for me, would you stop these senseless beheadings? Please? You could stop them very easily, Hope. Oh, Papa, I can't. Then neither can I. These are my words. I was angry when I wrote them, and now I wish I never had. But the king's words are the law. I made it a glorious adventure to try for the crown and a royal bride. From every corner of the kingdom, they came, expecting to return triumphant or not to return at all. How would people feel now if others returned defeated but unharmed? A king cannot break his word or even bend it, or as people will think he is weak. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Papa. I think I'd like a pony cart for my birthday present.
A pony cart, eh? Good. Well, you'd better let your old father take you into supper. I'm afraid we've missed our soup and our salad as well. And you'll be getting plenty of mean looks and talking too long with the enemy. Good heavens, that poor soldier. I'd almost forgotten. General of the opposition?
Thank you, sire.
Very well. Good night.
Good night, sire. Well, here I am. And look what a stupid fool I've made of myself already.
Oh, come now. You didn't appear as foolish as all that.
Aunt Faith, where are you? How did you get in here?
I'm a witch, remember? It does come in handy sometimes. Besides, I'm not really all here, as you can see. Or rather, as you can't see. But as well as I can see, which I can perfectly well, you're not doing as badly as you think.
They all laughed at me.
Not all. That's what I mean about not seeing.
Oh, Aunt Faith, I've tried so hard to be brave.
Haven't you been?
Brave? I don't think so.
Nonsense. Of course you have.
I have, but I'm scared to death.
Most brave men are, but they go ahead and do what needs doing anyway. You've plenty of courage. You just can't see it because you're looking for it so hard.
I wish I could see it.
It's not easy to see yourself. Sometimes you need a mirror. Someone who can show you who you really are.
Someone like you?
No, I don't count.
Why not?
You don't believe me, do you?
No. What can I do?
Start looking for someone you believe.
Start looking for? On faith, I've only got until morning. Someone's coming.
That's all right. I have to run along anyway. And remember, the princesses are not ordinary people. With the invisible cloak on, they won't be able to see you. Be brave.
On faith, don't leave me yet. Please, on faith.
Wine of nettles, use your bite. Make the soldiers sleep all night. Hope, you said you haven't betrayed us. Prove it. Take the wine to the soldier.
Oh, no, please. I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
Here, soldier, I brought you something to drink.
Why? To make me sleep, and then in the morning, thwack, you'll be rid of me.
I'm sorry,
Hey, don't do that. I didn't mean to make you cry. I was just getting scared. And when I get scared, I say things I don't mean. Would you like to sit down? I think I have a handkerchief somewhere. Better?
Are you really scared?
Well, sure. Wouldn't you be?
Then why did you come here?
I don't know. I guess I had to do something, anything, to prove to myself that I wasn't a coward.
You, a coward?
Sure. Ever since I was a little boy, I've wanted to be a soldier. I'd run to the crossroads and watch the soldiers march by, plumes waving and boots shining. And I'd say to myself, that's what I'll be. Finally, I ran away from my uncle's farm.
And became a soldier?
Not right yet. At first, I just lived in the soldiers' camp and polished their boots and buttons. Later, they taught me how to use a sword and ride a horse.
What fun! I'd love to be a soldier.
It was fun. At first. But with the first battle, it stopped being fun. It was horrible. The battlefield was full of angry men trying to cut off each other's heads. I turned and ran. When the other soldiers came back to camp, they threw me out.
They threw you out because you were afraid of a lot of angry men with sharp swords? Why didn't you go back to Uncle's farm?
He's dead now, but it's just as well. He'd probably be ashamed of me.
Why would anyone be ashamed of you?
You don't think I'm a coward?
No, I don't. I think I'm more of a coward than you are.
You?
I'm afraid of everything. I'm afraid to stand up to my sisters and tell them that I think what they're doing is wrong. And I'm afraid to go against them and tell Papa. I'm afraid they'll hate me if I do. But I'm afraid Papa will hate me if I don't. And I'm afraid I'm going to hate myself either way.
Is that what you were crying about?
That, and because I'm afraid you'll hate me too.
Me? Why would I hate you?
Because my father's guards are going to cut your head off tomorrow. That's my fault.
Hey, stop crying. Here, blow your nose. Now listen, no one's going to cut my head off, and it's not your fault either. I don't hate you. That's foolish. We're both cowards, so we couldn't hate each other. Now that that's all settled, why don't you hand me my drink and wish me a good night's sleep?
Oh, how clumsy. I've spilt it. Let me get you another.
No, there's plenty left.
But,
Good night, princess.
good night. I wouldn't drink that if I were you.
Why not? On faith, you're still here?
Take a look behind you.
Did this, do that?
It certainly looks that way.
She must have. Then she was trying to. Then they must think I'm taken care of for the night. Sweet dreams, friend.
Well, he's finally asleep. But you certainly made a long business of it. All right, we can get ready. What could you have possibly talked about all this time?
We talked about being brave.
Oh, really? Bed frame, stand up tall. Let us dance at the fairy ball.
Oh, come on.
Aunt Faith,
Yes, Noble?
did you see? It worked. Now all I have to do is put my cloak on and follow them. The princesses are not ordinary people, so they won't see me. If I get back here before they do, they'll never know that I left. Aunt Faith, do you know how this is going to turn out?
I know it will turn out all right, if that's what you mean.
Know what? I'm beginning to believe you.
As she told her, she'd probably caught her dress on a nail. And as for the rest, she was just hearing things.
But she heard it twice more, twigs snapping in the golden forest and again in the diamond forest.
Twigs are always snapping in a forest. That's what I said. But Hope is really scared. You should have seen her eyes. I don't think Hope is at all well. Maybe it's the heat.
It is unusually hot tonight. I never knew it got this hot here.
It never has before. Why don't we go out on the terrace?
I can't dance with both of you at once. Who wants to be first? Take Lori, Jared. I'll go see about some refreshments.
Thank you, Jared. I'd love to.
Well, if you're as good a dancer as you seem to think you are, Prince Garth, I'm sure you don't want to dance with someone as clumsy as I am. So why don't you just find yourself another partner? What did I do? And...
Whew, that's all the dancing I'm good for tonight.
Me too. Look, my shoes are nearly worn through. Besides, it's too hot for dancing.
Yes, this heat is strange. Coming across the lake tonight, I thought I was losing my senses.
I saw you. You were in the last boat. Why'd you fall so far behind?
It was the oddest thing. No matter how hard I rowed, I couldn't keep up with the other boats.
That's strange.
It almost felt as if there was another person there. The boat was so heavy.
It must have been the heat.
I guess so. I'd still like to take another look at that boat. How about a boat ride? Maybe it's cooler on the lake.
Anything cooler would be wonderful. Gosh, I'm tired and hot. Now where did I leave my fan?
I saw it somewhere. Ah, over there. I'll get it for you, Kathy. Why, thank you.
Why, thank you, Lars. Lars?
Kathy, I think there's something funny going on here.
Oh, I think so, too. Have you seen Hope tonight, Kurt?
No. Why? Is there something wrong?
I don't think she's danced a single dance.
What's wrong with that? It's too hot for dancing.
True. Although, a moment ago, I thought I felt a bit of a breeze.
What is it?
I sat on someone.
But there's no one there. Look.
What happened, Meg? What is it? I know there's someone in that chair, but I couldn't see him. Strange. Is something wrong there?
I don't know, Meg. It could be. Look at this.
What does it say? I can't see.
If ever anyone should enter here and leave unseen, the palace, gardens, lake and all would vanish like a dream. All these strange goings on. Maybe there is someone here, someone unseen. Well, he isn't leaving, not at least before I get a good look at him. Blind man! We're going to play blind man! Come on, everyone, blind man! Who's the blind man? Derek. Now just let me get this tight enough. Come on, Hope. You can't sit in the corner all night.
No, you two go. I'll watch.
Oh, all right. Come on, Kathy. Can you see? Not a thing. Good.
Blind man, sure you can't see? Turn around 3 times, 3 times 3. Turn around, try to catch me.
Here's somebody. Now who is it? Princess Hope.
No, please, I don't want to play.
You have to. I caught you. Can you see?
No.
Blind
man, sure you can't see? Turn around 3 times, 3 times 3. Turn around, try to catch me.
What's she doing? I don't know. It must be a joke.
What does she think she's doing?
I give up. Who are you? Lars? Frost? Who is this? Let me go. I'm taking off this blindfold right now. Where did he... Who...
Come on, we've got to stop him. Where? Which way?
This way.
After him.
no sleep, sire?
Didn't you hear the explosion, Molly? Thought it was right under my bed.
What was it, sire?
Do you think anyone will tell me? But it's got something to do with my daughters. What's taking them so long? Summon the... No. Wait.
Sire!
Oh yes, well, we've had our breakfast, and here we are, soldier. Shall we find out if your eyes are as reliable as your appetite? Where do my daughters dance at night?
I don't know, Your Majesty. I slept soundly the whole night through.
That's so. I don't know how anyone could have slept through all that commotion, but if you say you did, what can I do?
Sire, the execution! Cut his head off!
Yes, of course. We don't have much choice, do we?
Shall I have the guards take him away, Your Majesty?
No, here's as good a place as any. Why don't we just cut his head off right here and have done with it?
An excellent suggestion, Your Majesty.
Any last words, soldier?
No, Your Majesty.
Guards!
Stop! You can't kill him. It's not true. He knows. He was there.
If that's true, why doesn't he say so?
Tell him.
Tell what? I fell asleep on my cot and...
You were on your cot, all right, just like you were when we left, snoring as loudly as you could, pretending that you'd been there all night long. But you were there. I know you were. Say something. You can't just let them kill you.
Does it matter that much?
Aha! Papa, you keep out of this. No, it doesn't.
Sire! Well, get on with it.
No, wait! Papa, if we told you where we went and everything, would you still have to kill him? Hope? What does it matter now? There's no secret anymore. You heard the explosion, felt the ground shake. What's the matter with you? How can you let someone die for nothing?
Hope, stop it. That soldier doesn't know anything. Besides, what you're saying is a lot of nonsense, Hope. You're just making it up. Sire,
No!
Sire!
You're afraid, aren't you? All of you! Why, you cowards! Holding on to your stupid little secret as if it was worth keeping. It was fun at first, wasn't it? A good joke on Papa. But then someone paid for your fun with his life, and it got terrible and horrible. Each day it got harder and harder, and now you're afraid that after all the trouble and heartache you caused him, Papa may never forgive you. And you! Me? Yes, you! You're just as much of a coward as they are. After all the lives you've wasted to keep from looking foolish, you're still afraid to admit that that silly proclamation of yours was wrong. Oh, Papa, I'm sorry.
You're right. It was a silly proclamation. I was afraid to be thought a weak king. But it might be better worrying about being a good king, rather than waste time worrying about what people think. I'm sorry for all the lives I've wasted and for the unhappiness I've brought you.
Sire!
Oh, Molly, pipe down. No one's getting their head chopped off today.
Papa, we're sorry. We do love you.
I know you do.
We found a magic door one night, and the path beyond it led through the forest of silver and gold to an underground palace. We danced there every night with the enchanted princess. But the soldier must have followed us there last night. because the palace burst into a million pieces. And the moment we were all through and closed the door behind us, it disappeared. We've been very silly, Papa. Please forgive us.
I forgive you with all of my heart. Now, is everything all right?
No, and you!
I was wondering when you'd get around to me.
Well, you're just as bad as the rest of them.
Am I?
Yes, you're afraid to stand up in front of a bunch of silly girls. Why didn't you tell the truth?
Because I want to give you the chance. Because you were afraid, but I knew you could be brave. I wanted to show you that I believed in you, that I would even die for you. These are from the underground palace. It couldn't be seen through disenchanted eyes, so it's gone. Hope did as much to destroy it as I did.
Thank you, soldier. You shall have your reward. All the rights of a crown prince, half my kingdom, and the hand of one of my daughters in marriage. You'll make a good king. We'll have the coronation tonight, followed by the wedding. It looks as though you've already made your choice.
I have, sire.
I'll have the bravest and noblest husband in all the kingdom.
Now see here, we can't keep on calling you soldier. What's your name?